find it.
It's like, what are my options here? You have one option.
Yes.
Aren't there any others? No.
Yeah, you're literally living at 24/7 the Doctor Strange life where he's just pointing the one at you.
One scenario.
You have one at all times, the entire time.
Right. Okay. This is a good start.
And we're going to update those names in a sec.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Playing towards the ledge, and it gets the down tilt. That's a
literally
stuff.
just down tilt 3 times. And that is the thing to do.
Yeah. No, that dash away to get that grab and bring Ginger off stage, this is already big. Those are 2
stocks. Crowd
quick
going
KOs.
Crazy. We got
Ginger smiling.
Uh-oh. You don't want the smile coming out of people.
Oh, my goodness. Ginger
Ginger is being
getting rocked on the ledge. Oh, my God. Ginger
What's going on?
Struggling right now. Mr.Rit
I'm just
killing
confused.
it. Well, I mean, Ginger Rit. Mr.Rit is playing great off the corner and finding good moments to dash away and get that regrab.
I see what the Marth is doing, and I get it, but I'm confused with, like, Ginger's mental state where, like, is he having a God complex moment where, like, this never happens?
I think, no. I definitely don't think it's that. I think Ginger, after losing that first stock in that fashion, it's just acknowledging the threat and just because it doesn't serve you as a good player to be upset by it or to spiral from it. I think it's, and obviously you could hear the crowd behind you cheering for Mr.Rit.
Right. Yeah.
Ginger's best bet is to laugh it off and say, okay, respect. Now I'm going to try to do it on game 2.
So Ginger now needs to get a 2-0 against this player.
Yes, which is a scary prospect against somebody who just
beat you in 80 seconds. Yeah,
and plays a character that can do it again.
Right.
So this is what makes top players is they get into these sticky situations and they don't get nervous. So we'll see.
Yeah, like anybody can play amazing for like 10 seconds.
Yes. This is now pressure that Ginger has to be feeling because Mr.Rit was no joke in that first game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we have more information about Mr.Rit. FA Melee. I would guess is Florida Melee, but it could be just Family.
Family, it could be. It's from France. Okay. France Melee. There we go. Yeah.
I was never going to guess that.
Okay. Oh, and the SD.
Yeah.
Okay, now Ginger operating with a cushion.
Yep.
Probably a good opportunity for Ginger to regain his bearings.
Oh, that
gain
was
some
so
comfort.
Good.
Yeah. And this happens sometimes. Sometimes when you're a player on Ginger's level, there's a lot that goes on in your head every time you play the game, and sometimes you need to like just remember all of it, right? You need to put it into practice because playing
forward goes for
sometimes you're just off. You just feel like a shell of yourself.
All right, so the 2 players have traded
3 stocks,
80% 3 stocks.
Yes.
And we are now going to play a best of 1.
I have a feeling that this last one won't be dominant in one direction or the other.
I think you are probably right, but I also think Ginger is more likely than
Yes. I would say that that's still definitely the case.
Yeah. It's funny, though, when you're like that overmatched and you take game 1, your chances wouldn't go up by like 10%.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, 1 game, 1 is almost 2, but like, no.
I think that situation ends up coming down so much to the nerves.
Yeah.
And then part of it is actually being able to hang gameplay-wise.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's the thing that people think all the time, where they're like, oh, I can do it. Right? You can get taken aback by your own self.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you start thinking about it, as soon as you start thinking about what it looks like to have the Ginger win, that's when you've lost.
Oh, yeah.
You can never think about it. And Ginger playing so clean now. Yeah, this is all just textbook. The kind of stuff we're used to from Ginger.
That's a huge deal. That was an easy F smash. Like, the crouch cancel gave it a little bit of unpredictability, but yeah, you're dead.
Okay, yeah. Ginger looking dominant now. The crowd is silent. They're very silent at this point. That makes Ginger smiling a lot more. How do I put it? Not mischievous, but you know, that smile wasn't nerves. It was just like, okay, well, respect. Let's see if you could deal with this.
Right.
He knows what kind of a player he is.
Yeah. Just like thinking about the crowd, like they are being deceived.
Yeah, exactly.
I am in no danger.
He's like a magician.
Yeah.
He's like, watch. He's currently, God, what's the movie where there's like 10 magicians? Christian Bale, like he keeps cloning himself or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
I think you're talking about The Prestige.
The Prestige, yeah, he's prestiging the audience. Yeah. I don't know if that analogy works.
I don't think so, because the guy that keeps cloning himself like dies every time he does it. So, like,
all right, or all right. He's David Blaining the audience. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
They think I'm about to be electrocuted,
yes.
but you see, I was wearing an insulated suit the whole time.
You get me. Oh, tricky. Oh,
almost.
Yeah, a lot of trickery going on.
Good. Gets tech chase. Yes. Oh.
Okay. Now you still don't want to be in a last stock situation against a Marth.
When people are last stock and they're down, like I made that noise just now that people make when people like run into a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, you know, when they like drop a combo. Like, yeah.
But good showing from Mr. Rit. I mean, that first game was
that game one. They will remember the game one.
Yeah, and it was on stream, so you get to watch it forever.
Yeah.
You know, and learn from it. Actually, you get to see what worked and then what adjustments Ginger made.
You don't bother learning from the game one. The game one, like this is the fun one.
Yeah.
And this is the constructive one. Like there's little partitions.
See, a guy like me hits the X button as soon as game one is done.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm watching that.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to see myself lose. That hurts.
He's like, oh, that was cool. It's like
a guy like Zane watches the whole thing.
I think we had somebody recently around here who won a local, and then they said that they won the local. They came home, they watched the sets they won, and then the following day they watched the sets they lost.
After winning the local?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
you got to celebrate a little bit. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Wait, they won the local, but they lost.